Yes, Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. We've been touching shoulders and having bants, but we ain't spoken on camera for a while. I remember you gave me a call and you were like, "You fucker."
I'm going to start calling you Charlie Squeaky Bum Parsons because I've seen you go a few times now.
Actually,
like just then, I saw genuine panic in your face when you thought that had broke. Like your eye, it was the eyes thing where, like, you know when someone's really like, oh shit, where their eyes like open up more than normal. I've seen it on you a few times, mate.
For context, I've gone to interview you and the camera's just not turned on. I've gone, well, this is awkward, isn't it? Can't be wasting time like that.
I was about to kick off, mate.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. All fun and games. I'm here. Just come to support the team, come to have a look, come to check in, come to talk to a few people, have a few words, have a few conversations. So, all good, and good to see my old mate Charlie Parsons.
Is it a little bit bittersweet knowing that this probably will be your undercard? Not definitely, but nothing announced, and I know you're with Dillian and the team, but you want your own thunder and spotlight as well, right?
Yeah and no, it's not bittersweet for me at all. Obviously, I love to see Dillian shows like this and to support him and to be here and kind of not look out for him, but just be here to show support. And it's great that he's on a fight like this, but obviously having my own fight announced would also be helpful. I'd also enjoy that as well. But we're in a bit of a middle place at the moment, just figuring things out. So we just got to ride that wave.
There was a lot of talk online. You know what it is with Twitter and boxing, etc. Is this fight a big fight? I think undeniably, me and you would have said yes. There were a few naysayers. Sold out within 2 hours, record-breaking pre-sale, etc. No surprises.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone would think it's not. What about it is not big? Two of the best heavyweights in the world. Two coming off good wins, but still a bit wins. So they're both in not make or break moments, but it's very crucial points of their career. So it's all on the line. They've got a previous feud. There's previously won one. There's build up. There's animosity. They're both British fighters. I don't really get what bit of this is not interesting. You can't really list something that you're not interested in. I don't get it. So yeah, like I say, it's done massive numbers already, and the fight night's going to be crazy.
You're biased. You're managed by Dillian, but how does this fight go? He's at a point now where, well, they're both considerably older men than they were as we listen to a plane literally landing on top of us. I've completely lost my train of thought now. It's a bit of a crossroads fight. Dillian's 36, AJ's 34. Must win for both. How does it go?
Either way it goes, I don't think it's seeing the distance. I think it's getting finished up. I think although...
Sorry to interrupt. Are they as spiteful as they used to be? You say that, but...
I think it's there. Yeah. Over time, you mature, you grow. They don't need to do the big hype show and push and pull and shout at each other and whatever else. They don't need to promote it. The show's promoted itself. It's very obvious. It's already sold out. It's been done and gone. So they don't need to do all that extra stuff. But even at the presser, even though it is relatively nicey, you could feel an undertone of tension and grit and a bit of I don't really care for you, I also don't really like you. And I think that was a kind of mutual feeling between the pair of them. So that builds as well. And once you get closer to fight night, it will get bigger and bigger. And I wouldn't be surprised if you do see a couple of sparks fly.
Fabio, on yourself, we briefly touched on it. Firstly, do you think this will be your undercard? I know it was meant to be July 29 headline, and then it was maybe put both into one, and now we're hearing Derek Chisora might be on the card. And where do you fit in these plans?
Who knows? I'll slide in wherever. But no, I don't know. It's a discussion we've had. It's an option for us. It's definitely an option. There's no problem with it. We're just, like I say, we're in a bit of a middle point of deciding what kind of path we want to go on, who we want to face, what line we want to go down in terms of carrying on with the British, if we want to fight for the WBA and defend that, or if we want to go Commonwealth and European, we can go down different routes of that as well. So I've got different options. It's just about us deciding on which one we're going to do. This card does fall into there if we decide on that plan.
If I said to you, gut instinct, what do you want?
I'd say the fuck off. No, look, I would. Obviously, it's a massive card, and I would like to fight on it. The question would be who. That's a difficult one. Beyond that, I think it's the first fight of this kind of. If I wanted to defend my British outright, then the first fight of the three is probably the most difficult one as to who that would be. Beyond that, you've got Adeleye and Clarke. I think they're the most obvious two. The only difficulty comes with them, they're on different promotions, so they sometimes can be harder to make. But I think it's just about getting this first one out of the way, figuring out if we want to continue down this path, and then beyond that, then we know a bit more what we're doing.
Do you know if the board will mandate Adelaide? We did expect that at some point, but it's gone a little bit quiet on that side.
I think they will. I think their last, whatever it is, their last little message out thing said they'll decide on it next month, and I think that's coming up in the next few days or so. So there'll probably be some circular before the end of the week.
Well, he was at the last one. He wasn't here today. How does a fight with David Adeleye go?
Was it the last what?
AJ Presser.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was. How does the fight go? Well, I think it's obvious to see that I'll knock him out. Like that's easiest to say. That's known. It's just whether I want to do it early or I want to do it late, to be honest. I think you've seen with David that the calibre of opponents he's faced has been a bit below par. So I think once he gets in there with someone who's actually been in with a few people, been in a few real testy moments already against genuine opposition, I think you'll find out that he's in deep waters and he hasn't really figured out how to swim properly yet.
Finally from me, you're a man who's good at interviews. You can give me the who knows, who cares attitude all you want. But I know you do deep down. Does Fabio Wardley, the heavyweight, the big scary fucker that we see in the ring, he wants a domestic rivalry that he can get his teeth into? You put so much time and energy into that Frazer Clarke thing. Ideally, that's what you want for your next fight, no?
Yeah. Whether it comes next, I don't know. Between, do you know what it is? I just want to be in good fights. I just want to be in a fight where you sit there and you go, "Oh, this is dangerous. This is a little bit spicy." That's what gets me going. Like, even with the last one that I had with Michael Coffey, don't get me wrong, he's a good operator, good fighter. But even going into it, I felt a little bit flat, and that's coming off the back of being in that Nathan Gorman fight where the buzz is big, the rivalry, everything's in it, and I'm there sitting on my bed at the end of the night going, "Oh, this is dangerous. This is a little bit. This could be interesting." But I like that little thrill. Like, I love when the moments were going back and forth and we were just trading off and my nose was cut and he goes down and all them like chaotic but buzzy moments. That's what I live for. I thrive in them situations. I really do. And again, my team, my trainers and stuff don't always like to see me in them. But that's where you get the best out with me, is when I'm in that kind of fight or flight mode. And I'm like, cool, if we're going to go all the way, then let's go all the way. And I bet you I'll go further. So yeah, I am kind of dying for one of those things again, but I think they're soon on the horizon.
Time will tell. Fabio Wardley, always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you soon and hopefully fight news soon as well.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.